Tell us how it feels, being at SEC Media Days, making your debut. I know there's a lot going on. How does it feel to be here?
It feels good to be one of the few people to come from my team and represent the team in the university.
Kind of take me through what's your excitement level you hear, the talk about you and Ennis, obviously one of the better duos in the country heading into this season. Do you listen to that talk or you kind of try to block all that out?
You can listen to it. I see it, but I don't want to say I listen to it. But we both see it, and it make us like compete against each other to make each other better.
What's some of the goals that you guys have set going into the season?
To be the best and the top in every category that is for DB.
Take us behind your decision to come back, for another year at Mizzou.
I just felt like I'd do myself a favor to come back and help my team, and we end off with a winning record, and it'll be better for me and the whole team.
Having another year under Coach Baker, just what are the differences? Obviously, last year you were in an install. This year, a little more comfortable. Just what's the differences between last spring and summer compared to this year?
Basically, it's more like player-led now, since we already know the plays. So we just helping the young guys and the new people that transfer to be on the same page as us.
How does it feel to have your cousin Sydney come on the team?
Oh, it feels good to have somebody from the same city, same background that think like me too. So we just be having fun together.
Speaking of some of those other players or transfers or the younger guys, who have you seen on the defense kind of stepped up and think they're primed for bigger roles this year?
Tristan Newsom, he came from JUCO. And you could tell that he's hungry. He hasn't been somewhere like Mizzou before, so he wants it bad.
What have you seen out of him specifically on the field that you're just he's going to be a good player?
He's a playmaker. He a ball hawk. He gonna get the ball. He gonna do his job, and he gonna have a good attitude.
When you talk about how you guys performed in year one with Coach Baker, did you guys expect to do that and have that kind of turnaround in year one?
I say we expected, but nobody really expect anything. We just do what the coaches tell us, and we just prepare like we pros.
Coach Baker said last year when he came in, he kind of wanted to learn the defense that was already in place. But now this year too, and you got so many guys coming back, what are some things you're excited for this year with the defense?
I'm excited that we have a lot of depth. Everyone can be replaced. Me and Ennis can be replaced, but I won't think it'll be a fall off. It'll just everyone help each other get better.
With a lot of veterans returning, just how important it is, like you said, those young guys to add some depth to your group?
It's very important because injuries happen in this game, and one play, a key person might be missing, and a young guy might have to step in.
A lot of the returning veterans, have a conversation. Obviously, you guys have quite a few starters coming back on defense. Did you guys kind of all have a conversation about coming back, and what were those conversations like?
Not really. I think everybody made their own decision based off what they had going on in their life. But it just so happened everyone had the same decision.
What do you think it brings to a team to have that many returning starters coming back?
It brings leadership. You don't have to count on the coaches to push somebody because your teammate gonna push you.
With Martez gone now, do you plan to take on more of a leadership role now that he's gone?
I try to, but I feel like everyone who's on defense can be a leader for real.
When you look at Dalen kind of filling in that Martez spot at star, what have you seen in a kid like that, especially as he's kind of going through the season now to a starter?
That he waited his turn. He had to learn from the veterans, and he's a good player. And he's my roommate also, so I be trying to tell him he got to stay right, stay on his grind.
Kris, from what you've seen of receivers you've gone up against this summer, who do you think can have kind of a breakout year? Maybe somebody we're not talking about or thinking about a whole lot.
To be honest, it's so many good receivers we have now. I don't know who gonna start, how they gonna do it, because I feel like all of them can go anywhere and start right now.
Mm-hmm. Anybody that, if you had to pick one guy who's maybe gotten you a few times, maybe?
I say Makai Miller.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Going off of that, quarterbacks that have surprised you, defending back there against them, any in particular?
Not really.
Seeing Jake for the first time, going up against him, just what have you seen out of him coming in from Miami? What has he brought?
I really I was watching Jake on the quarterback show on Netflix, so I feel like I already knew him. But yeah, he's I feel like he's a good person. He's an athlete, but I don't know nothing about the quarterback. What's going on, who gonna start? I'm just on the team.
When when you look at, you know, you mentioned Makai, and you also look at Luther, you know, have you seen them grow from year one to now entering year two for them? How have you seen their growth on that side of the ball?
I seen them become like, I won't say a pro, but like a pro like mindset, like being taking care of their body, come in and get extra work and stuff like that.
What have you seen from some of the newer defensive backs on the team, like Shamar McNeil and Marvin Burks? I know he plays safety, but what have you seen from the new guys?
Shamar McNeil, I feel like he's the future of Mizzou. He's a good athlete. He come from Florida, and he's coachable. I think he can learn from me and Ennis a lot too. And Marvin, he a dog. We call him Starving Marvin, but he comes from St. Louis. He's gonna be a big piece of this defense probably this year.
Well, I guess a follow-up is, what about Trevez Johnson? What have you noticed about him?
That he work extremely hard. I work out with him in the same in the weight room, and he always doing extra reps, like 1 or 2 every rep. So I feel like that's gonna pay off for him.
You guys ranked 60th last year in defense in the nation. How do you guys even probably improve on that? What are some areas you want to improve on?
We just got to do all the little things we can to make everybody better.
You mentioned having guys behind you in depth, and then obviously Draine Norwood, coach kind of mentioned you can go hard every play because he can just spell you. How nice is that to have a guy that can just come in and kind of give you a break and really not drop off?
It's nice, but it's hard too because you got to make sure they prepare just like you. So if they get in, it won't be a fall off.
Coach was talking about this idea you guys have something to prove. Like, how do you define that?
We weighed 6 and 7 last year, and that's all I got to say about it. Like, we want to have a winning record at the end of the year.
He kind of said there should be less talking about what did or didn't happen last year and how close you were. I mean, is that kind of gone out through the whole team that let's shut this down, no more talking about Auburn or Florida or whatever?
I feel like me myself, after every game, after I watch the game, I'm done with it. But I feel like as a team, it's everybody talk about how close we were beating the Georgia, how many games we could have won. But at the end of the day, we still lost. That's how I feel.
In the age of the transfer portal, just what do you say to guys about, you know, sticking in a program for 4 or 5 years and just the importance of that?
I feel like if you're going to be something in life, you're going to have to go through something. So that's why I chose to stay in my 4 years. And even from changing from receiver, I feel like, because I talked to my mom, she was like, you're going to have to go through something to get to where you want to be. So I feel like it paid off.
All right, appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank y'all.